Hello YouTube, welcome back. For those that don't know, I'm Matthew and this is Matthew Hawk again. So today we're going to do a continuation in my Commander series. And I haven't even cleaned up from the last video. For those that don't know, look, I do various videos based on my Commander series showing my various different decks. Alright, today we're going to do a Halloween special. So this is going to be featuring my Grimgrin, my zombies deck. It's been with me a long time now and I thought it was appropriate. It was nearly Halloween. Halloween's technically tomorrow, well, when I'm filming this anyway. Filming this on a Thursday anyway. All right, these for those that didn't see my, sorry about that. So that didn't see my last video. This is basically I just did. I should have done it earlier in the live span of the channel, but I did a brief overview showing my 42 commander decks. So if you want to see that, I'd appreciate it if you check it out. All right. And they're also showing my mats and various bits. All right, we're going to the zombie deck today. So today's is going to be a one that doesn't see much play anymore now. The most played zombie commander now is either going to be Hashaton or it's going to be what was the thing, the blue-black zombie from the like pre-con thing. I'll remember, it will come to me in a minute. All right, this is what I played. This is Grimgrin Corpseborn. So today's deck is going to be it's going to be mid-power, I would say. It's going to be like a 3 on the bracket. Anyway, so as always, as and when I can get round to doing them, I'll do the Moxfield link, and the Moxfield deck link will be below the video in the comments section. All right. Grimgrin is my commander. So Grimgrin is 3 blue and a black for a 5/5. He is basically, he enters the battlefield tapped and doesn't untap during your untap step. But that's not really a drawback. He's more like having a sacrifice outlet in the command zone. Because you sack another creature, untap Grimgrin and put a +1/+1 counter on him. So whenever Grimgrin attacks, destroy target creature defending player controls, then put a +1/+1 counter on Grimgrin. So that's the commander. Will help. Now I remember, it's will help. So this deck might not be quite as optimized as some of my other ones because I need to get the cards from the will help pre-con and maybe some from the Hashaton pre-con, but I haven't got around to do that. All right, let's kick off. We're going to have them in the normal section, so we're going to kick off with the zombies. I mean, you say this is one of the most played zombies outside of a tribal zombie deck. It's basically going to be a tribal zombie deck. It's going to be mainly a theme deck, like most of my other ones. It's going to have a combo in it, though, so it's like going to be at least a bracket 3, I would say. All right, then you say this is Withered Wretch. He's a 2-mana 2/2 zombie. And he's 1 mana exile card from a graveyard card. He's just good graveyard hate, always useful to have some. Right, so then we're going to play. There's going to be a couple of creatures I've excluded out of this creature section, but they're like this. We'll start with the zombies. We'll move on to the necromancers, and we've got like the reanimate kind of theming as well. Right, so we've got Relentless Dead. This is just a good value engine. Zombies, for those that don't know, are mainly on Magic planes. They're mainly on Innistrad. So mainly, if you look at like Innistrad, you'll find quite a lot of zombies. I'm not a huge storyline expert, and as you see in the Relentless Dead, in the background of Relentless Dead, they look like it was like a stained glass window. And as you see, there's another card that references this. That's an earlier card, and this one is a later one. So this is Restless Dead. It's 2/2 with Menace. It's when he dies, you may play black to return it to your owner's hand. So it's really good with Grimgrin, for instance, but it also has a death trigger. So it's some of this deck is about getting value off your sacrificing. So when Relentless Dead dies, you may pay X. If you do, return another. Sorry, that's just a train going past. I'm upstairs for those who don't know. Easy to film up here, less distractions. All right, anyway, the English weather is like quite grey and overcast. Anyway. Right, back to the video. When it dies, you may pay X. If you do, return another target zombie card with converted mana cost X from graveyard. It's to the battlefield. I aim for a half hour or so on these videos. Right, we've got Digraph Colossus. This is basically a 2 and a black for a 2/2. He enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 for each zombie card in your graveyard. And it's whenever you cast a zombie spell, that's the main reason you're playing it. Anyway, put a 2/2 black zombie creature onto the battlefield. A lot of these effects for black zombies generally come into play tapped because they're like not the fastest corpses effectively. All right, happy Halloween for those the thing, if you enjoy that kind of thing. All right, this is Plague Belcher. I've been busy. I've been doing, I've had like 3 sets come out for card games this week. I did a Hearthstone video about a day or 2 days ago. The Shadowverse set came out a day ago, and the TCG Pocket set is out today. All right, Plague Belcher is 2 black for 5/4 with Menace. A lot of zombies have Menace, well, the newer ones do. Oh, so this is from Amonkhet. Amonkhet also had some zombies, and I think it was the first plane to introduce the black-white zombies effectively. So even if you're building like, I'll give you some alternatives for commanders. If you think, even if you're building like Hashaton, you might get some ideas in here. So this has got, when it enters the battlefield, put 2+1 counters on target creature you control. It's just a way to get a large body thing, but you can get rid of one of your smaller creatures to do it. And it's got the whenever another zombie you control dies, the opponent loses a life. Then you've got one of the lords. Quite a few zombies that buff other zombies, but there are quite a few tribes that do this. Goblins and elves are the other one. So this one is 2 and a black for 2/3. It's other zombies you control +1/+1, and it has the 1 black. All zombies gain menace until end of turn. Good for alpha swing. You've got Flashback Marauder, so 2 and a black for a 3/1. It's basically like an edict on the body. It's when it enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature. We've got Death Baron, so this one is another zombie lord. It's more forgotten about. Anyway, it's skeleton creatures you control and other zombies you control +1/+1 Death Touch. And there weren't that many skeletons, but now recently they've had more things that generally create skeleton tokens. There's like the rooms and stuff that are in standard that do it. Cemetery Reaper. I'm trying to think how long this deck's been with me. I've been playing Commander for nearly 15 years. So, I mean, I think I was playing it from nearly when Grimgrin was released. So, Cemetery Reaper is a 1 and black and a black for 2/2. It's other zombies +1/+1. And it has another 2 and a black exo target creature from a graveyard. It's not just your graveyard. You can do any graveyard on this one. It's make a 2/2 black zombie creature token. You've got Zombie Master. This is, so I need to upgrade this one. I've got a more recent promo printing from, I think it's from a WPM premium stores. They had Goblin King and Zombie Master, I believe. And they said this is the original printing, 6th edition printing anyway. It's 1 and black for 2/3 for its all zombies gain black. Regenerate this creature and Swamp Walk. A lot of lords grant land evasion for some reason. It's like the elf one grants Forest Walk and that one grants Swamp Walk. Same with the thing. They're all part of the cycle. All right, Lord of the Undead from 10th edition. This one, 1 and black for 2/2. That was 10th edition. It was the last set which had the symbol in it before they became M sets for core sets effectively. All right, other zombies are +1/+1. 1 and black for return target zombie from your graveyard to your hand. Just a bit of recursion. Maybe say you play, because if you get board wiped, you basically need some things that will recover. We've got Stronghold Assassin, which is 1 and black for 2/1. It sacrifice a creature to destroy target non-black creature. You've got Gravedigger, 3 and a black. This is a promo printing. Yeah, I'm a whale. I like generally to foil out my decks as when I can. This isn't my favorite deck, but like I do enjoy trying to foil the cards. I mean, most of these cards I got when they were relatively cheap anyway. Alright, Gravedigger, 3 and a black for a 2/2 body. Not amazing body, but like when it comes to play, you return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. We've got Soulless One. This is one of probably the largest zombie in the deck. It's 3 and a black for an XX. Its power and toughness equal to the number of zombies on the battlefield plus the number of zombie cards in all graveyards. So if anyone else is playing a zombie deck, it will be even bigger. Got Liliana's Reaver. So this is 2 and a black for a 4/3. This one has Death Touch. It's when it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card. You put a 2/2 black zombie creature taken onto the battlefield tapped. We've got Joshu Vest, which is 2 black for 4/5 with Menace. It's when he's got Kicker 5 and a black. It's when he enters the battlefield. If he was kicked, create 8 2/2 black zombie knight creature tokens with Menace. So it's a bit like Army of the Damned or some of the other things. Oh, it's not quite Army of the Damned. That creates more. We've got Undead Warchief. Happy to have this promo printing. I think I only got that relatively recently. 2 and a black. For a 1/1. It's zombie spells you play cost 1 less to play. I believe it's the only zombie that reduces the cost on the body. Some of the goblin ones reduce the cost more. I've I'm going to do my, as I say, as always, I always say I'm only featured half of my decks. If you want to see what 42 decks I have, look at that video. And then I've done individual videos on quite a few of them. And the others I will feature at some point. I aim to do one a month anyway. Anyway, they take around me like an hour, at least an hour plus to prepare and film, and then like an hour to do the deck list, and then sometimes like to upload them to YouTube, it sometimes takes them 2 to 3 days to process. So this video probably won't be with you for a couple 2 3 days anyway. All right, and zombie creatures to control +2/+1. Then you've got one of the best zombies ever printed. Well, this is from a perspective anyway. It's probably dominated various things. It was really played in standard and stuff at the time. It's great. Merchant of Asphodel, or Gary as it's called. 3 and a black for 2/4. It's basically, it originates from the Theros kind of set. So they basically had, that was the mechanic that introduced devotion. This is probably one of the most iconic cards with it. It's when it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where X is your devotion to black. You gain life equal to the life cost this way. One of the most iconic zombies. You've got Noxious Ghoul, so this is 3 black for 3/3. It's whenever Noxious Ghoul or another zombie enters the battlefield, all non-zombies get -1/-1 until the end of the turn. It's good for cleaning out like tokens, say, and like most groups going to have a token thing. All right, so Phyrexian Delver. So this is a bit like a reanimate kind of spell on the body. This was printed in one of the, is it one of the commander decks? I believe it was from one of the commander decks. All right, it's 3 and a black for 3/2. It's whenever Delver enters the battlefield. Oh, it's also called a Delver as well, as opposed to the more famous Delver, the blue Delver, the more played one. All right, whenever it enters the battlefield, return target creature from your card to the battlefield. Or do you lose life equal to the card's converted mana cost? It's not quite a reanimate, but it won't do opponents' graveyards. All right, then we've got Sidisi. So this is promo printing. So I've got, this is in other decks as well, actually. 3 black for 4/6 with Death Touch. It has Exploit. When it enters, you may sacrifice a creature. Not really a drawback with this deck. You have ways to pay off from your sacrifice effects, which I'll show you later. They're not generally in this section. It's when Sidisi exploits a creature, may search your library for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. There'll be a card you should practically nearly always choose it for. I'll show you in a minute. We've got Bontu, the zombie god, also from Amonkhet. Yeah, there are a fair few gods on Amonkhet as well. Right, so 3 black for 5/6. You can probably tell me what other god there is in the deck. So this is Bontu. So this is for 5/6 with Menace. When he enters, sacrifice any number of permanents, then draw that many cards. So when he dies, or is put, it's got the god clause basically. So when he dies or is put into exile from battlefield, you may put it into your library third from top. All right, got Helldozer. This one's a bit forgotten now. It's basically it's land destruction on the body. It's 3 black for 6/5. It has black, destroy target land. Not just non-basic land like some of the things, in fact, but like you can destroy any land with it. So if the land is non-basic, untap Helldozer, so you can basically stone rain someone lots of times. You don't have to do it though. The body on it's not terrible. And you've got another one that's played quite a lot in various decks. It's more like a combo piece. It's 3 black. Let me know your favorite tribal decks, or you say what if you're doing anything special for Halloween magic related. We're going to be doing probably we're going to be doing a Duskmourn draft to celebrate, but we're not sure if it's going to happen because we don't know if we've got enough people yet. But I mean, hopefully I'll be. If not, I'll be playing Commander anyway. All right. So Mikaeus, for those that don't know, is a well. There are 2 versions of Mikaeus. There was Mikaeus. He used to be a white card. Mikaeus, and they used to put +1/+1 counters on something, and this is basically the corrupted kind of version of him. So this is 3 black for 5/5 with Intimidate, and it's whether a human deals damage to you, destroy it. So this is quite useful in Commander. There's quite a lot of things that are humans that are played, so it's a deterrent as well. It's other non-human creatures you control get +1/+1 and have Undying. When Undying is when a creature with Undying dies, if it had no +1/+1 counters, return it to battlefield with +1/+1 counter on it, basically. It's because when we nearly rounded out the zombie portion, then we'll go into the non-zombie portion. So this is Geth, Lord of the Void. 4 black. I also believe he's in my mill deck, actually. He's a 5/5 with Intimidate. Yeah, Macy, Intimidate and Menace are kind of the keywords on a lot of zombies. It has basically X and a black. Put target artifact or creature card with converted mana cost X from an opponent's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control tapped. Then that player mill the top X of the library. And got Gravesworn Spot for it. Yeah, this is another part of the cycle. There was a Goblin one that was similar. This one I played. I think it's okay, but like it's quite slow. It's whether you think it's played or not. Anyway, if you don't like it or don't have it, I don't feel you need to include it. All right, 4 black for 3/3. It's tap 5 untapped zombies you control. Put target creature card from a graveyard into play under your control. Right, that's all the zombies. Let's do the necromancers. Right, so we've got, this is Limdal, the necromancer. This one's from Time Spiral, so he's probably forgotten about now. There's also another card more famous with Limdal on it, is Limdal's Vault, that I actually saw play. For those don't know, I mean, say I've been playing nearly 25 years. I've played nearly most formats at some point. I mostly now play Commander and Draft. I do also do various different. I play MTG Arena as well, and I do various content for all those. So if you fancy checking out those content, they'll all be linked in the various playlists. All right, so this is Limdal, 5 black for 4/4. It's whenever a creature an opponent controls is put into graveyard, you may pay 1 and a black. If you do, return to the card to play under your control. If it's a creature, it's a zombie in addition to its other creature types. 1 and black, regenerate target zombie. Then we've got a split card, so we're going to have various different Lilianas in the deck. So this could be in the Planeswalker section or the creatures section. So I've put it in this section. Anyway, this is a flip Planeswalker that originates from Magic Origins. And you said this is the one from the FTV transform, I believe it is. So this is 1 black for a 2/3 as lifelink. It has whenever non-token creature you control dies, exile it, then return to the battlefield transformed under her control. Under her owner's control. If you do create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, and it flips into this. So this is Liliana Defiant Necromancer, and you can say I've featured some of these transform cards before. The last one I featured was in my Chandra deck, which I'm playing this as the commander. For that, you can play this as the commander if you fancy something slightly different. I don't think it's the optimal way to play it, but there you go. You can play Liliana. Right. Anyway, so it starts with 3 loyalty. Its +2 is each player discard a card. A common black ability on Planeswalkers. -X is returned. Sorry if there's glare on it. Let's say the lightings. I'm filming during the day, and you say the lighting isn't amazing. Anyway, it's -X is returned. Target a non-legendary creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's -8 is you get an emblem with whenever a creature dies, return it to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of next end step. Alright, that's Liliana. Well, one of them. Then you've got Havengale Runebinder, another wizard. It's 2 blue for a 2/2. It has 2 and a blue, tap, exile creature card from your graveyard. Put a 2/2 black zombie creature onto the battlefield, then put a +1/+1 on each zombie you control. You've got Gissa and Geralf. This is a extended art, or whatever. It's an altar anyway. It's 2 blue for 4/4. It's when it enters the battlefield, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. During each of your turns, may cast a zombie creature from your graveyard. Then we've got some of the new additions. So we've got these from Thunder Junction. You see this is Gissa, 3 black for 4/4. It's got a human warlock. It's got Ward 2, pay 2 lives. Skeletons and zombies you control have +1/+1 and menace. One of the more recent cards to mention skeletons anyway. Is whenever you commit a crime, then not a huge amount of ways to do it in this deck, but it's okay on just all the other abilities. Create 2 blue and black zombie rogue creature tokens. And then we've got the basic, they're not partners effectively, but they're thematically, they are anyway. We've got Geralf, the fresh right, so it's 2 blue for 2/3. It's whenever you cast a spell during your turn other than your first spell, so second spell basically, synergies, which is it's more like an Izzet kind of mechanic rather than Dimir, but it's across the 2 things anyway. Create a 2/2 blue and black zombie creature, rogue creature token. I don't imagine zombies being rogues potentially, but there we go. There's some more in there as well. It's whenever a zombie enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it for each other zombie that entered the battlefield under your control this turn, so they can be quite big. I believe these were the one of the original Gerofs and that as printings, and this came out with the commander decks. So it's 3 of blue and a blue for a 3/4, 2 and a blue. Each player put top 3 cards of his library into the graveyard. Exile up to 2 creature cards put into graveyards this way. So in general, your opponents put an XX blue zombie creature token onto the battlefield where X is total power of cards exiled. Then you've got Gissa, so 3 black for a 3/4. Black, sack another creature, put X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens onto battlefield where X is the sacrifice creature's power. And then we've got the other things that aren't zombies, but they're related. This is Grave Titan, 4 black for a 6/6 with Death Touch. It's one of the promo printings. I don't think this card is amazing. Now it may even be droppable depending on what you think about and what your power level is. It's whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, put 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. This was in the same series as Primeval Titan, for instance, and Primeval Titan is not legal in Commander. I feel it should be, but I don't really know anyway. I think they're cards that shouldn't be as well. But then you say, what do you think of the bracket system anyway? So Wizards have been, well, it's more or less their first iteration of it. Most of my decks are going to be between 3 and 4 with some exceptions. I don't play CDH, but like I say, I wouldn't be averse to it, but we don't have the right play group. All right, Razageth the Foul-Blooded, a 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, 8/8. It's a demon. It's got flying and trample. It's pay 2 life. It's vampiric tutor basically by sacking him. It's vamp tutored by sacking a creature. So pay 2 life, sack another creature, search your library for a card and put that card into your hand. Oh, it's not vamp tutor because vamp tutor is top of library. It's more like demonic tutor plus, but the cost is more like vamp tutor. Right. Then we've got one of the most played zombie commanders would be the Scarab God. I would recommend if you're just going to play blue-black zombies and you're not playing Hashaton or don't fancy Wilhelp, for instance. Wilhelp's another good option. I don't know if it sees as much play now. I think Scarab God or Hashaton are probably the best of the options. I don't personally feel White adds a huge amount to the deck. It's like I don't feel White adds that much to that deck. Anyway, so this is Scarab God. This is one of the things, and there's quite a few cards from the Amonkhet kind of set in here. We've got 3 of blue and a black for a 5/5. This is promo printing. I think this guy's relatively expensive in full. Those are masterpieces for those that are into that kind of thing as well. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses X life. You score X, where X is the number of zombies you control. It has 2 blue and a black. Exile target creature card from a graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. And it's got the God Return clause. This was played in a lot of things. It was probably in standard and quite a lot of things. And you might even still see Pioneer play. All right, so then we've got one of the original. Well, I think this was one of the original zombie ninjas. So kid me wrong if that's the case. Anyway, so 3 blue and a black. I don't know, probably sees playing like a ninja deck as well. 3 blue and a black for a 5/4. It's got ninjutsu, 2 blue and a black, which basically means return an unblocked creature you control and you pay the ninjutsu cost. Put it in tapped and attacking. Whenever it deals combat damage, you play that player X, so top 2 cards of their library until end of the turn. You may play these cards without paying the mana costs. Then we've got Havengal Lich. So it's 3 blue and a black for a 4/4. You may cast a creature, target creature card from your graveyard. When you cast this card this turn, Havengal Lich gains all activated abilities of the card until end of the turn. It can be like a combo piece, but there's not a huge amount you can do with it in here. I mean, he's got 1 blue and a black. Oh, this is Lich Lord of Unks. And he's got he's a 2/2. It's blue and a black. Put a blue and black zombie wizard creature token into play. Blue, black. Target player loses X life. Puts top X cards of his library into graveyard where X is number of zombies you control. So it's a bit like a finisher. Was that the train? It sounded like another train. All right, I've got a railway line next to me. Right, so now we're going to go into the enchantments and then we're going to the other bits. Right, so we've got Grave Pact. So this card is really good in various sack decks. So basically, you start with a sacrifice outlet in the command zone, and Grave Pact is basically a payoff, basically, because it goes 1 black. It's whenever a creature you control is put into a graveyard from play, each other player sacks a creature. You can make them sacrifice their entire board fairly easily. Right, so that's that. We got the Call to the Grave. It's 4 and a black. This is quite good. It's basically good unless people are playing very specific things. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacks a non-zombie creature. So if they're going wide, it's not amazing. But it's at the beginning of end step. If no creatures on the battlefield, sacrifice Call to the Grave. Then we've got a token generator. It's Endless Ranks of the Dead. This is the thing I referenced early. As you see the painting in the thing, it was similar to the 2/2 zombie. Right, 2 black. I don't know if the artist is the same. It might well be. I'm not sure. It's at the beginning of our upkeep. Put X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens onto the battlefield, where X is half the number of zombies you control, rounded down. What else will I be doing today? Well, hopefully going to draft later or play Commander. Then say Luigi's Mansion has just been released on Switch 2 on Switch Online for Halloween, so I might play that. Right, so we've got Grave Betrayal, 5 and a black. It's on an enchantment. These are all enchantments. It's whenever a creature you don't control dies, return it to battlefield under your control with an additional +1/+1 counter at the beginning of the next end step. Creatures are black zombie in addition to other colours and types. Yeah, a lot of the things make things into zombies. Right, so now we have the combo explained. I mean, you need to say, I think you probably will know what it is. Most zombie decks will have the combo in. So the first key card is the Rooftop Storm, and you say this is a foil copy. This is the card in the deck you tutor for the most. It will probably win you the game most of the time if it goes unanswered, and you can normally win the turn you play it. So, and also this is basically a thing that they've done. Now they've done Dracogenesis, which is another version of this, but like, this costs 6. Dracogenesis doesn't... how much does Genesis cost? I can't remember how much it cost. Anyway, in terms of mana anyway. Basically, it means you may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for a zombie creature spells you cast. It's worth bearing in mind that it means you still have to pay command attacks on Grimgrin. If he is died twice, you will still have to pay 4 colours mana rather than that. But everything else will be 0. Right. It's basically a cheaper version of Omniscience, basically, and you probably don't need Omniscience. It's not in this deck. Right. You've got Digraph Captain, so this is another zombie. This is a multicolored one. It's one of the best lords in the deck. It's 1 blue and a black for 2/2. It's got Death Touch. It's other zombies you control +1/+1. It has the key bit. Whenever another zombie you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life. Very key. But basically, in combination with the Rooftop Storm and Gravecrawler. So Gravecrawler, this is the promo printing. This card also sees a lot of play. It's good in various sacrifice decks. Anyways, say black for 2/1. He can't block, but that's not normally the key part. You can cast Gravecrawler from your graveyard as long as you control a zombie. So basically, in combination, you basically have Grimgrin on the table, and say you have the Rooftop Storm in play. So then you can play basically all the things for free. So basically, Grimgrin starts like that. So you play this guy, you then play the thing, and then you play the Gravecrawler, you sack the Gravecrawler to Grimgrin, and then basically you drain someone for 1, and then you can cast this from the graveyard without paying any mana cost, and you basically replay this from the graveyard, and then carry on sacrificing it to Grimgrin, and you basically deal people infinite damage. Alright, so that's the combo explained. Now we'll go on to the other things. So we'll do the Planeswalkers next. So the Planeswalkers are going to be various Lilianas. We already saw the flip Liliana. Anyway, we're going with this one. So this is the small Liliana. This is Liliana the Last Hope. I think it's all more plain 60 card, but I still feel it's okay. 1 and black for 3 loyalty Planeswalker. Its +1 isn't amazing. It's up to 1 target creature -2/-1. Its -2 is put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then you may return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So it's recursion. Its -7 is an emblem. With at the beginning of end step, put X black zombie creature tokens onto the battlefield, where X is 2 plus the number of zombies you control. So it's a bit like an Endless Rank of the Dead. We've got Liliana Vess, the original lore from the original lore. This is a proxy. I mean, say I own every card in the deck. I mean, say I don't have like X copies for each deck. Anyway, this is the original Liliana. I think I probably dropped her from various decks anyway, so I've probably got spare copies somewhere. All right, +1, target player discard a card. -2 is tutor, basically search your library for a card, then shuffle your library and put the card onto the top. -8 is basically a living death kind of effect. It's put all creature cards in all graveyards under play under your control. Actually, to be fair, you can probably play living death in the deck. I don't like it because it's kind of it basically is not a symmetrical effect, and your opponents get value off it as well, so I don't generally play that. Alright, Liliana's Death Majesty, the Amonkhet Lily, so it's 3 and a black for 5 loyalty planeswalker. +1 is 2, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. -3 is return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature is a black zombie in addition. And it's -7 is destroy all non-zombies. Then you've got a Liliana Dreadhorde General, so the 4 black for 6 loyalty. Planeswalker, this is one of the best Lilianas as well. Other than the 3 mana one, which is basically sort of play in mostly 60 card formats, this is one of the best commander ones anyway. Right, so this is a 4 black for 6 loyalties. Whenever a creature you control draw a card. It's worth bearing in mind it's not optional, it's whenever, so you want to be slightly more careful, but it shouldn't be a problem. It's +1 is create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. -4 is each player sacrifices 2 creatures. It's -9 is each opponent chooses a permanent they control and sacrifices the rest. Alright, that's all the planeswalkers. Let's do the spells, and then we've got a couple of artifacts and the lands, and then we'll round up the video. We've got Vampiric Tutor, the classic, not really worth explaining. Demonic Tutor, not really need to explain it. If you don't have some of these more expensive cards, so you can probably substitute various things. If there was like a zombie one that said Zombie Tutor, I'd probably play it on theme. You've got Entomb, which is basically is Tutor, but you put things into the graveyard. It's normally you put the Gravecrawler into the graveyard because you can get it back. Then you've got your Buried Alive, so you basically 3 creature cards into the graveyard. That's at sorcery speed though, that one. You've got Reanimate, the classic printing. Pay life, Reanimate. Got Animate Dead, a slightly less known one. This is from the Graveborn precon, I believe, because it's got this skull on it, which was a deck. Right, so this is basically a Reanimate, but it has the clause on it, which if the thing died, if the thing basically the Animate Dead goes, the creature goes. It was used to go infinite with Worldgorger Dragon. You've got Rise from the Grave. I believe Rise from the Grave is the opening from Altered Beast, the Mega Drive game as well. So Rise from your grave, I believe. Alright, so Altered Beast, I have reasonable memories of that game. I mean, so it's a reanimate spell, but it's put a target creature in a graveyard under your control. The creature's a black zombie in addition. It might be too expensive because it costs 5. Right, so most of my tribal decks are paying Patriarch's Bidding, which is a global effect because you basically name a creature type and return those to the battlefield, basically all named types. So if people playing in a tribal pod, it's probably not as good. But I dropped Patriarch's Bidding for this because this is Zombie Apocalypse. It's 3 black. It's more cost mana, 1 more mana in terms of effect of mana. But it's basically return all zombie creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, which is okay. And then it has the Destroy All Humans clause. I mean, I've lost to this card when I was playing Narset, for instance, because it had someone cast this and basically incidentally blew up Narset because being a human who couldn't be targeted, and that lost me the game. Right, so then we have Army of the Damned, which I mentioned. There's also was a card in the WoW TCG that was very, very similar to this. It was like a Death Knight card. I can't remember. I swear it's close to this title. I can't quite remember. I also play Hearthstone as well, which is the more recent digital version of that game. Anyway, this is put 13 to it's 8 mana, 5 triple black. Put 13 2/2 black zombie creature tokens on the battlefield tapped. It also has flashback for 10 mana, 7 black. Might be too slow. I play it occasionally. We've got Cyclonic Rift, the obvious one. No need to explain. This is one of the best tribal wraths in Commander. So this will be in all my should be in all my black creature-based decks. Anyway, I used to play stuff like Damnation and stuff, and then I realized you don't actually need Damnation. It's really not that good if you're playing a creature-focused deck. It's better to play things that are one-sided. So I play Kindred Dominance, 5 in a black. It's choose a creature type, zombie, destroy creatures of chosen type. And then we have Garruk's Wake. This might be too expensive, but it's 9 mana, destroy all creatures you don't control and all planeswalkers you don't control. It's like a reset button. It normally wins you the game if you get it right. So we've got some artifacts. You've got one of the best card drawing engines in the deck is Skull Clamp. It's really good on stuff like Gravecrawler because you basically equip it and then you basically draw 2 cards. Don't really need to explain Skull Clamp. You've got Soul Ring, so you basically can tell how old my commander deck is by how old the Soul Ring is. Basically, as you see, this is one of the original ones. It's got the T rather than the tap symbol in it. So it's from, was it revised? I feel it's revised. They've got a bit of protection. You've got Eldrazi Monument, and it's creatures you control +1/+1 have flying and indestructible. And basically, at the beginning of your upkeep, sack a creature, which shouldn't be a problem because you can pay it. Right, so then we're going to go into the lands. So we've got pick your favorite, as I say, with the jewels. If you don't have the relevant jewels, just play what you have, but be careful with how many come into play tap lands you have, because if you say you don't want most of your lands come into play taps. All right, so I've gone with Bowl Island, my favorite island. Let's see how many we've got. I don't even know. So five Bowl Islands. I mean, you said just check out the Moxfield link and there'll be a deck list. All right, these ones, they look quite spooky. They're from one of the Zendikars. I like to try and match all my lands. So there are 10 of those ones, and then unfortunately we had to go into these ones. It's 4 of those. Right, so dual lands, we've got the lake. Okay, so we've got the fetch land, Polluted Delta. I do prefer the original Polluted Delta artwork, but I don't have a matching set for every deck. We've got Water Grave, Shock, Underground River, Painland. They were reprinted relatively recently. Drowned Catacomb, Proxy for some reason. I've got loads somewhere. Temple of Deceit. So this is the Scryland. They probably should be the Surveil land instead of the next land I'm going to show you, but currently there isn't one. You should probably be playing the Surveil land. Fetid Pools, that's the Cycle land. Alright, so we've got the Path of Ancestry, good in just about every tribal deck. We've got some more utility lands. We've got Urborg, Shizo. This one's probably worth explaining. So this is from original Kamigawa. It's basically taps a part of a cycle. So they're all legendary lands. The Ganjo Castle's one of them, and then you say the original things. Anyway, this is the black Shinka, the Bloodsoaked Keep is one, the red one, I believe. Anyway, this is tap for black mana or black. Target legendary creature gains fear until the end of the turn. You've got Bajuka Bog, pretty much a graveyard removal on a land. So it's pretty much essential in nearly most black decks. You've got the Cavern of Souls, Unholy Grotto. So this one's worth explaining. So this is basically just, it's similar in effect to like Academy Ruins for zombies, basically. So it taps for colorless mana. Black is put target zombie card from your graveyard on top of your library. So it's similar to an Academy Ruins, which does the similar thing for artifacts. Then you've got the two basically land destruction effects with Strip Mine, the original whiteboard printing, and Wasteland. So let's see if I can get this one. Sorry, I'll do this one-handed. I can't really do it that easily. I can't do it one-handed. I have to film this one-handed. I do have a mount and a thing. Okay, so this is Westfall Abbey. So this is a land. It taps with 1 mana. It's basically 5 mana, pay 1 life, put a 1/1 white and black human cleric onto the battlefield. It's got 5. It transforms into a demon. It's a 9/7. I I think it might be indestructible. I can't really remember. It's hard enough for me to get the thing out of the sleeve. All right, so that's thanks very much. That's basically the video we have finished. All right, hopefully you enjoy Halloween. And if you fancy checking out another Halloween kind of one that I've already done, I did my werewolf commander deck last year, I believe. So I think you might enjoy that one as well. And when you say I've also got various different various ones for, like, I've got vampires and stuff like that as well that I will feature at some point. All right, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like hype if you're on mobile. Comment and subscribe, and you say what are your favorite commander decks. Are you doing anything special for Halloween? Also, if you watch my series of my 42 decks, which deck will you like featured in like the next episode? Because I'll take requests. As long as I haven't done it, I'll do it. I mean, you say I also do various other MTG, TCG, and various video game content. All right. Thanks for watching. I will see you again soon. I've got various new cards to basically open in TCG Pocket. All right. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.